Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Umar Khayyam, and this is final year project one. Uh, and my and I'm doing system development for camping ground booking system. My supervisor is Associate Professor Dr. Hishamuddin bin Asumi, and yeah, let's begin. So here's the overview of what we're going to be discussing today. We have introduction, we have literature review, we have project methodology, requirement analysis and design, and lastly we have our conclusion. Okay, introduction. So this is the project problem background. There is a lack of streamlined approach for finding and acquiring and booking camping areas throughout Malaysia. Usually, campers are forced to rely on scattered and often outdated information from various sources, such as tourism websites, social media, and or word of mouth recommendations. And like while Malaysia offers now numerous tourism and outdoor active adventure apps, a dedicated camping ground application with essential feature is conspicuously missing. Next. And what's the project aim? So our project aim is basically to address the challenges associated with the lack of centralized rental system and a comprehensive camping ground application in Malaysia. We propose the development of an integrated solution that benefits both the campers and the camping ground owners. The project objective is to study and analyze the requirements from management systems of camping and tourism industries, to design application based on the gathered requirements from the stakeholder, and to compare existing application within this domain, and to test and evaluate the developed system for any bug or malfunction. Our project scope is that the system and the app will include camping grounds across Malaysia, spanning from national parks, forests, beaches, and natural areas. Campers will be able to create personalized user accounts to manage their bookings, preface, and reviews. The system will include a robust reservation system that allows campers to book camping grounds in advance. The system will also have secure payment processing and have integrated mapping features that will help campers locate and navigate their chosen grounds with ease, and also be able to pay with an instant. Literature review. So here's the current system analysis. We've taken up two of these similar existing applications that are within my domain of expertise. And as you can see, most of them are having the basic features like they're able to list your campsite. There is system automate. There is a contact info. There's some have profile for customers, some don't. So what we're doing here is essentially combining and improving the existing systems that are already present. So, like for example, there is no profile for camp owners. So, with no profile for camp owners, they essentially don't have their own view. And then map integration is not there. Map integration we're going to use with Google. So it's more intuitive and more easy. And then there's no automated booking system in either of these applications because they have no booking systems automated. And we're doing this, we have in our campground system so that it becomes a streamlined process. And of course, there's no payment option because there's no booking system. We have a payment option. We are going to be implementing it with Stripe. Next. Technology is used. Basically, we have a couple of technologies that we are going to be using. GitHub for coding collaboration, version control, open source hosting, and project management. We also have Jira. Jira is a software project management and issue tracking tool designed for software development. We have VS Code, that is the IDE of choice. We have Stripe, this is the online payment processor for secure financial transactions. And we have the MongoDB, where we're going to be using, along with Mongoose and EJS, for database systems that stores and manages this data in a flexible and document-oriented format. Project methodology. So for this project, we'll be using agile waterfall hybrid model. Essentially, this is there to separate the requirements gathering and the development into separate fashions. We're going to be using waterfall for this PSM1 that I have used currently. We did our research, strategized, document requirements, and we also did system design based on the waterfall methodology. And in the PSM2, we're going to be using our agile methodology so that we can develop, integrate, deploy, and support all within a sprint. So that's the idea. However, requirements for this project: processor supposed to be at least Intel i3 7th generation. This is minimum requirements at least. The RAM 4 GB RAM, graphics card, integrated GPU, and smartphone anything above Android 10 or iOS 7. Software requirement: we're using Windows 11 or Mac OS. Visual Studio Code IDE is of choice. And then we are going to be using a couple of programming languages: React, Node, Express, EJS, Mongoose, and MongoDB. Those are going to be programming languages to do our full stack development. And then the other APIs we're going to be using is Google Maps and Stripe. Google Maps for maps integration and Stripe for payment transactions. Here's the requirement analysis design. Here, we basically have three actors. One is the customer, one is the admin, and one is the camp owner. All of them have their different roles and different things to do. Customer basically can have their personalized profile. Customer can also register. They have their own camping areas. They can book. They can once they're booking to book a camping area, you need to pay. And once the payment is done, you can also share reviews. And then admin can manage listings, manage view registered users and notify users. And camp owner can basically view earnings report, register listing, and manage listing. In the admin, notify users basically allows it notifies both the customer and camp owner. Camp owner, because when they do the registration, they would need to provide additional documents so that they can list their own camps. So that's the reason, and admin can then later notify. Here's the package diagram for our testing. You have three subsystems: a user subsystem, a booking subsystem, and a managing subsystem. All of them are different. Admin has basically in the user subsystem is register, login, and of course personalized profile. And then the customer has the booking, mostly has the booking, and then the managing is both with admin and camp owner. Here's our architectural diagram that we're going to be using. The architectural diagram that we're going to be using is model view controller, MVC. Basically, it works well with React, React development. We have the view, which is all the pages that we're going to have. The model, which is the database, the controller, which basically redirects the model, that connects the model with the view, and that's the controller. So we're going to be using the MVC architecture here. In conclusion, in this PSM, mostly has the documentation, mostly has the system design, system analysis, and we also examine various methodologies to use and how our project can benefit, as well as how what technologies we're going to use. It's mostly just us figuring out the documentation, the requirements, and the meetings with stakeholder. So in conclusion, that's all I have to say. Thank you.